What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back with a Real Housewives of Potomac extra, honey. My girl, Miss Nikki Star TV, shout out to her. Subscribe to her YouTube channel, honey. She is so entertaining and funny, but she made some really good points, honey, okay, on this video that she did for the season 6 reunion part 1, honey, of the Real Housewives of Potomac. I want to play that audio, you guys, and then I will be in and out with my commentary.
Reading the comments, oh, they get worse. Later on, black people started coming in and being like, now wait a damn minute. Everybody, some black people started to see it, but I will say, before we got to the black people like me who saw it, there were a lot of black people totally missed that poll. Like, how the hell do you miss this? How the hell do you miss this brown paper bag test poll? How do you miss it, right? They were just in there.
Not the brown paper bag test poll. She is so funny.
Yes, get Candiace out of here. Monique needs to come back and beat her in the head again. Everybody's just high-fiving. Comments get real toxic. Black people, yes, girl, absolutely. Come on, Karen. You better tell it, Natalie. All right, Abby, drag her. Just getting into it.
Let me say something on that real quick. Okay, guys, let me look at this Real Housewives of Potomac poll results that people didn't put up, honey, okay? The housewives we voted to stay is Ashley. Why? Okay, we are so sick of her and her pet food eating ass husband. And we sick of him grabbing asses each and every season. We got Giselle, no storyline, third party storyline, Bryant. She gotta tag herself onto what other people is doing, honey, so she could be important, so she could be relevant. We got Robin, dry ass. Juan is a no-show at the reunion. Dixon, why is she staying? We got Karen, needs to pick out a nursing home Huger for her and Ray. She need to sit her ass down. Karen, to me, she acts like she is more bomb than what she is. Now, don't get me wrong. Karen is an attractive woman for her age. I do like some of her reads on the show that she gives to Giselle, but I don't like what I saw on this part 2 reunion. I don't like the shit I heard last year about her calling HR to get Candiace fired. That's very backstabbing and malicious. I feel like Karen is very sneaky, and Karen couldn't really go, because what else is she giving besides arguing with Giselle over a dry ass beef that don't nobody care about? Like, them together arguing is dry like the fucking Sahara. It's tired, delayed, and through, and Miss Robinson is over it, okay? And we got Mia that wants to brag about her money, status, wealth. She wants to talk about her problematic childhood, and her mother wasn't there, and she was on drugs, and we should all feel so bad for her. Meanwhile, she can disrespect Candiace and say whatever she wants to her, and the group will allow it. So, do I think Mia is good for the show? Yes, she's messy enough for the show. She's proven that, honey, she got what it takes, to get with the girls. But, so I guess I'm okay, with Mia staying. But Mia needs to learn how to play her cards better. That's my issue with Mia. Mia likes to throw rocks and hide her hands and play the motherfucking victim. I'm not here for it. I was not here for the low budget video comment. You do not talk about anybody's musical endeavors, entrepreneurial endeavors. We are all artists in our own way, and we are sensitive about our shit, honey. Okay, don't Miss Robinson know it? Okay, shit. I'm sensitive about the brand new 715 brand, honey. Okay, shit. But she was just out of pocket for that, and for people to say, oh, well, Candiace was so wrong for talking about her mom. You can't have a low-budget mother that was on drugs and on alcohol. The bitch was probably on wig food set. We know. Come on now. Okay, I know some of y'all roll your eyes, sucking your damn teeth. Okay, I know it, but get over it. You cannot say whatever you want to people and think that people ain't gonna use your past as a weapon, honey. Okay, they will karate chop that ass. Okay, and a bitch like Miss Robinson will use it against you too. Okay, that's just par for the course. Okay, so now if Candiace would have said her mother was low budget, or, talked about her being on drugs just out the blue, of course Candiace would be wrong for that, but that ain't what happened. Mia started with Candiace, okay? So that's how I feel about that. Housewives, we voted to go. They want Candiace to go. Candiace is the motherfucking show, okay? I don't know what tea y'all sipping, what coffee y'all sipping. I don't know if it's strong enough. Okay. I don't know. Are we watching the same show? Okay. The delusion of it all. Candiace is the show, because if you look at the reunion, who did they get on most? Candiace. And without Candiace, they don't have shit. It's kind of like Nene and the Housewives. Okay. Without Nene, they ain't shit. We seen it last season. Season 12 was epic. Because you got Nene on there, you had her and Kenya going back and forth. They a good ass match, but yeah, you need Candiace, you need that Sagittarius energy, honey. You need that fire, baby. Okay, they want Wendy to go too. Wendy is a good reader. Why Wendy gotta go? Okay, because Wendy and Candiace can read the girls down. Okay, why they gotta go? See, these people want an all light-skinned cast. Okay, I see the colorism of it all, honey. Okay, and Miss Robinson ain't here for it. Okay, so the housewife that they want to bring back is Monique Samuels. And I say, no way, Jose. I don't think Monique needs to come back. Monique left in the first place because Andy and enough people didn't take her side. She felt that she was justified in dragging Candiace, point blank in the period. I don't care if y'all are Monique fans or not. She felt justified and dragging that girl, and she wanted to say, well, her mouth and all that lying she kept doing, all the backpedaling and pussy popping she kept doing, I wasn't here for it. It really let me know what I was looking at when it came to Monique. Monique is the type of person where, I don't know, it's just like she wants to blame other people for her behavior. Goddamn, can I get the words out, honey? Okay. And I'm not here for it. The fact that she came back into that barn a second time to fight Candiace let me know that, yeah, this bitch is loosey goosey. She crazy, baby. Okay. Missing a few screws. You wanted to do all of that to Candiace because of her mouth, but yet you never gave Giselle that energy. You didn't even have all that energy when Robin was all up in your face with that umbrellas. So it let me know that Monique is a bully. She dragged the person that she knew she could, because Candiace is short, and I'm not saying Candiace is completely innocent, because within their altercation, I kept telling y'all the part that Candiace played is she shouldn't have told Monique to drag her. That don't mean that Monique should have did it, because just because the motherfucker tell you to jump off the bridge, do that mean you need to do it? No. But you don't tell people to drag you. You don't keep, escalate the situation. You don't do that. So, yeah, Monique don't need to come back until she's willing to not be Mrs. Perfect Patty. I don't like people with that image. When you act like that and when your words and your actions, they don't match, you're gonna look fake. You're gonna look fake to somebody real, and that's how Monique began to act to me. Everything was this performance, and then she was another one trying to get in with Giselle and Robin and trying to, fit in, and was willing to turn against Candiace to do it. Because remember, Candiace pretty much kicked Ashley to the curb for Monique, because she did not like Monique being dragged by Ashley and Ashley calling Monique an alcoholic. She did not like that shit, and she was a loyal friend. And that's what you do when you really ride for somebody. But Monique turned on that girl. And that's why everything played out the way it did for Monique. Didn't nobody want to be around her. Now that I'm kind of looking at things, taking a second look, I really think that Giselle and Robin, their support of Candiace last year was fake. They simply did not like Monique, and they wanted to use this situation to get her off the show. I really believe that about Giselle. And we know Robin is her little follower. Okay, her little cult leader, honey. Okay. Now, the housewives, the people voted that they wanted to stay on the show. Oh, voted to stay away. My bad. Is Charisse and Katie. Charisse and Katie can come back. One of y'all said that Katie needs to get her mental health together. All these bitches need to get their mental health together. Katie is a Cancer, which means she don't give a fuck. Katie don't give a fuck about nothing. I was here for Katie. I'll never forget when Candiace was complaining about her mother, and Katie was like, just call her a bitch and tell her to shut the fuck up. That is something a Cancer would say. Like, girl, stop all them tears. We ain't got time for that. Just fuck that bitch and let's keep moving. And that's what you have to do, So, like, the fact that Katie said that like that, I like how Katie was reading Ashley's ass down. I like Katie. I really do. I do want Katie to get help, if she needs it. But I think Katie is good for housewives. She's definitely different. As far as Charisse is concerned, Charisse can read. Charisse is a middle-aged woman. She don't take no shit. Charisse got money. Charisse know how to spend that money. She's lavish. She fits the show. Okay, even if she is divorced, I think that Charisse possibly could add something to the show now. I know when she was on the show, she was talking about how she couldn't really discuss the terms of her divorce and stuff. So maybe that's why she was a little dry. But, Charisse had her times, when she was getting into it with Candiace. She could stick it to the girls. I like how she would get on Giselle. I think that Giselle would have to stand in her shit a little bit more if Charisse would be on the show. I really do. And Charisse is the only one that breaks up the Giselle and Robin clique. Kinda. But she'll call them out on their shit, and it's cool. That way it's not just Karen doing that, and, so.
Well, blocked him, right? But you didn't block me before I got this. I got your hand, ho. I got your hand, and I knew you were not in the tribe. This is her talking about, tell me your Bravo family without telling me. I knew. Oh, I knew. So this, she could be Creole. This is the person who did that brown paper bag test poll. Y'all hate Ashley. Wow.
Ashley.
Get free. Get
Candiace, you mean?
The Emancipation Proclamation has been cleared. We are free. Get off that damn plantation.
Uh-oh.
It's very
Nikki is a fool, man. I love her.
I did enough deep diving to know. I knew what I was going to find. I wasn't shocked.
Come on, Nikki.
I was disgusted at my people who were in that comment section high-fiving this mess before looking at one more time for the people for the saints in the back. Look at this hoe. What the hell is Scholar do? Why she?
Oh, where is Scholar at? Oh, yup. They voted for a Scholar to go. A Scholar is reasonable. They need somebody reasonable on there. Okay.
Say woke. Let's get into y'all comments. Cause baby, I said, oh, this is what we're doing? Child, we loud with the colorism today. Well, get all the darkies off. That's what she said. Get all the darkies off that show, Bravo, and maybe I'll watch. And then I caught you, heifer, because before she blocked me, she changed the caption, and it was just, this is what you guys voted on. It wasn't, oh, by the way, I happen to agree. It wasn't none of that. You cut that out. Then she gonna put in the comments, you guys are so serious. It's not like that. Then she blocked me and started blocking up all the other black people. Because it made it to Twitter, right? So every black person that she blocked was coming to Twitter like, the hoe blocked me. Ooh, let me tell you something. Y'all can never get over on me with that colorism, baby. I see that demon clear as day.
You see it, sis?
I know that demon. I had to learn that demon from when I was very young. That will never escape me. I see it clear, and I knew exactly what I was going to find when I did a deep dive. And I didn't have to go that deep. I didn't have to go. I said, ooh, ooh, ooh. See, G says, if she comes back next season, Candiace needs to make her last season full time. Maybe a friend of. She should leverage her brand and become a commentator. This is why I'm agree with you, Nancy. I think that Candiace can really do something big with this singing career. If I was her, I would still come on as a friend of the show because you have visibility and you also are able to keep that kind of check coming in. But then you have more time to work on your music, and also you can rebrand yourself, because how you are on this show does need work. I ain't even gonna hold you, sis. Your image needs work, right? For one, you got to stop all that crying. You really.
Now, really quickly, guys, get down in my comments. Let me know, how do you feel about Candiace crying? I'm all for her crying within reason. I'm not a crier like that. Shit really gotta hit the fan for me to cry. I don't want to be insensitive to her crying, though, if that's her thing, if they are saying and doing things, to make her feel a way for her to cry. Do I feel like she be crying at some weird times? Yes. As a fan of hers, I will admit that. Because it just seems, I don't know, sometimes it just don't seem like it goes together. And my thing with Candiace is, I love Candiace. I think she's beautiful, very talented, very articulate, very no nonsense. What I see in myself, I see in her, right? And that's why I like her. But I would play the game a little bit differently next season. She need to stop trying to be cool with Giselle and Robin. They let it be known at this reunion, and Ashley and Karen, they let it be known, Candiace, they don't fuck with you like that. You need to limit your interactions with them. What'll happen when you do that is you will be setting boundaries and you will be teaching these people how to treat you. What you're doing now is you are crying and you're getting in these pictures with these people, and you want me and other people that support you to feel bad for you. And it's kind of like, we can't keep feeling bad for you. Okay. Like, you gonna have to take a stance. These people don't see it for you. The people that like you on this show, Candiace, is Wendy, and a scholar. Them the only two people I would fool with. The rest of them ain't about shit. Okay.
Do if you want to be a pop star. Pop stars don't cry. When has a pop star ever cried? And it's worked in their favor. If you want to be a pop star or R&B star, you have to, well, R&B, it may work. But I feel like today's R&B, women are, we don't want to hear you crying about the man. We want to hear you, busting his windows out. You know what I mean?
I gotta disagree with Nikki on that. I love Candiace's album. Oh my God, you guys. I love her little album that she got out. It is so nice. Ooh, and I found some other songs to like besides Drive Back. Okay, I know y'all proud of Miss Robinson, honey. I was a bit addicted to Drive Back. I was like, God damn, do I need help? Do I need to enter a 30-day program? What's going on? Shit, I can't stop playing this shit. Okay, but I done found a few other songs. Okay. But I like the R&B sound. I like that she's bringing it back to the 90s and the early 2000s. I don't want to hear about how you love me, but you want to stab me, but you want to screw my best friend. That is the type of music that's out right now. You got singers trying to be rappers. I feel like in the 90s, there was such a distinction between hip hop and R&B. Now everything is all mixed and collided together, and we need Candiace to maintain that type of sound so other people can get back on board. Okay, so I love the sound of her album. I love the R&B sound. I love it.
I hear that. You know, I put a brick in his car and I drove it off the road. Girl, yes. Hey, I drove his car off the road. Woo. Like, that's what we want to hear, right? So I think you just have to, you want to toughen up. You want to toughen up. Also, keep your mama and your husband off that show. You're coming is
she can have Chris on the show. That's her husband. It's Real Housewives of Potomac. We're supposed to see their relationship. The only issue I have with Chris and Candiace's relationship is I need for him to be more united with his wife. And, you know, especially in front of these women, and stop making it seem like, oh, she's so out of place. I didn't like that shit with Michael. She called him white privilege or whatever she called him. He needs to be called that because Michael lacks accountability, and Michael lacks accountability because Bravo and Andy allow him to run amok and do whatever the hell he wants. And his wife still keeps a job. Michael can still be on the show and play victim and act like he's not filming with certain people because it's those people that don't like him and Candiace and Chris. That's who I'm talking about. It's just like, I ain't got time for that.
Star mentality at this point. You're not Candiace, reality TV star, housewife. You're Candiace pop star. You want to make your career big enough where you can get your own spinoff on the show and it can be about your life. You want to pull a Portia, right? You got to pull it back and you're going to have to be, I'm not going to say likable.
Do we need Portia? Shit, Portia is a bad example. Portia is a hoe. You know you're a hoe. How do you know? Because we told you so and we see you with Fallon's ex-husband. Okay. Portia ain't all that likable no more. I know plenty of people that didn't drop Portia, so I think that's probably a bad idea. Who's likable on these housewives? Is anybody like generally liked? Y'all know I like Nene, and a lot of people, you know, they don't like Nene. I think we like people who represent us in a sense. So, but Portia, to me, she not likable like that. I think a lot of people are starting to see through her facade and see that she doesn't have any principles, morals, and values. She can't have that. Okay?
But I'm going to say you're going to have to start thinking like a pop star and R&B sensation. That's what you need to start thinking like, because the more you are on this show, these women are going to continue to poke and prod you because they know that first of all, black women are the least protected people in this world, right? Darker skinned black women. If black women are the least protected people in this world, darker skinned black women, nobody gives a damn about us, not even our people, right? So you are not going to be protected by anybody on that show. By anybody on that show, you're not going to be protected. So you need to start going into that show thinking about how you're going to flip this check into something great for your career, because the women are always going to come after you. The fans are always going to come after you because you are the least protected, and you are the one who get they will experience less consequences for coming forward, right? So the ladies know that you film with, the fan base knows that, Andy knows that, the world knows that. If I were you, I would come on in front of the show, give them little, maybe be a bit messy, but keep it fun and still throw your career in there. And when you can get the coins that you need to get, flip it as such, leave this show or get your own spinoff and start pulling Bethany's, right? Because now New York trying to get Bethany back, but they're going to have to pay that heifer some coin. They're going to have to pay her some coin. That's where you can actually be. And I'm not going to gaslight you and say that that's not a possibility, because you are. Like Candiace, hater or lover, trends every season.
Yeah.
Every season, every episode she has trended this season. Search the hashtag. It's all about her, whether it's good or bad. That to the network, even when Andy is saying, I wake up every day when people are saying, fire you. Real quick, let me get into that.
Honey, Nikki about to bring it when it come to this, okay? So, honey, I hope you got your popcorn, your gummy bears, and your Pepsi, honey, like Miss Rhop said, or you got some good old lunch, okay? Ain't nothing like some good lunch.
I will say, even if he's saying that, he will never do it. The network will never do it. Because Candiace is a show. Let's just be real. People.
Hallelujah. 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 Okay. Give her a big old nasty hand clap, honey. Okay. Y'all remember when I used to do the big old nasty hand clap, honey? I need to find that sound effect, honey.
She is creating conversation outside of the actual show. All that means to the network is money.
Yeah.
Money. She's free advertising for the show.
Yeah.
Well, let me just say this with Andy.
Uh-huh.
I wake up every day to tweets, people saying, fire you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Andy did something that was not really smart. Had the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion right before the Real Housewives of Potomac. Because doing that, we can see clearly that there's a difference with how he talks to, treats, and questions the white housewives and the black ones and how he protects them, right?
Mm-hmm.
The way he danced around, that whole cast danced around and patted Erica's back when she screamed, yelled, spit, bit people's heads off, right? The way they protected her, danced around and, squirmed whenever she said something. When it came to Candiace, I wake up to tweets every day of people telling me to fire you from the show. You mean to tell me you didn't wake up with the same tweets from Erica, but you never said it to Erica?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because Erica will cuss you out.
That's right.
Erica will cuss you out and still keep her job because she's a white woman. Candiace could have never done any of that to you. Candiace could have never cussed you out and all that stuff. But you can sit there and say that you wake up to tweets every day, people saying that they want to fire her. And you can't tell me people aren't saying the same thing about Erica. I have researched, I've searched that hashtag. Every episode they're saying, why is she on my screen? Get this woman off. They're tagging you in it. You never said it to her. Because you asked her a simple question, how you doing? And she's cussing you out, reeling her head, spitting at you, crying. I'm not answering that. And you took it. But when it comes to these black girls,
mm-hmm.
you got a whole different energy. If I were you, I would never do that again. I would keep my reunions with white women. I would do Beverly Hills and I would do Jersey, right? Or New York. I would not ever do Beverly Hills and Potomac ever again, or Atlanta, because we have a clear vision of how differently you treat the housewives and you treat the black ones, and the black ones is the ones bringing the most money to this network.
Yeah, and if that ain't racism, I don't know what is. So for all of you YouTubers, how well Nene called Andy a racist? It ain't too far off. Okay? It ain't too far off. It's a lot of white privilege on Bravo. They allow those white people to run amok. I told y'all, who was that? Teresa Giudice or Judice, whoever the hell she is. Did she push Andy down? Kept her job? Okay? But y'all want to talk about Nene. Well, Nene is more overt. Why? Because she's a big black aggressive. There's that word. She's what? Okay? Like, come on.
Which is a perfect metaphor of America.
Mm-hmm.
We're America's greatest import.
Yep.
And export. Let's be honest with you.
Okay.
How they treat us.
Mm-hmm.
They say all that, go back to Africa and all that stuff. They'll never make it possible.
That's right.
What would America have without us? Let's be real.
With our talented ass.
Let's be real.
Okay.
They don't call us the seasoning salt of the earth for nothing. Mm-hmm. Anyway, let me finish getting into y'all comments. And Yarden said, I'm really impressed how these housewives can drag out a single sentence for an entire season. It's a gift. Shad Pearl said, we know who Giselle's hairstylist is, but not her stylist. Who's putting these outfits on their resume? I don't know. I do not know. Soso Steph said, I think that Giselle doesn't listen to Silas. She thinks she knows everything. Possibly. Hey, Yasmin. Yasmin said Giselle always performs terribly at the reunion. She isn't very quick-witted and is emotionally incompetent. Oh, wow.
Damn. That's a reach.
She doesn't do well at the reunion. She does very well in the confessionals because the confessionals are filmed multiple times, right? And they're also coached, right? You have a story producer and they're coaching you.
Right.
Not on what to say, sometimes on what to say, but telling you, okay, let's do it like this. Read it like this again. Say this. Add this in. Like, that's more of an edited way to see Giselle. So Giselle is better when she's coached and edited. She's not good when she's on her own. Because when I tell you Candiace was getting her ass together and she's not quick like that. She's not quick at all. And then you got stupid ass Karen. Well, don't nobody spar as well as me and Giselle, and we read good. No, y'all don't. No, you don't. And didn't Giselle tell Karen season 3, Ray wants to lick Erica Lyles up and down and around and around? That sounds very much so like somebody that's crossing the line. That's a lot to say. It's a lot to say. So it's so much hypocrisy on Potomac. The colorism is evident. I don't know what y'all looking at this point where you don't see it. I told y'all I'm light skinned and I fucking see it. So I know y'all see it. Okay? It's ridiculous. Emma said Ashley needs to be quiet. Ashley is messy everywhere. Ashley goes to start trouble. Ashley is a trouble. Oh, wow. Ashley is a troublemaker. Ashley needs to mind her own business and stay out of everyone else's. You let her know, Emma. You let her know. Alex says, I don't know. I feel everyone leaves out details when they tell stories. Maybe she wanted to give her drug addict storyline for season 2. Oh, yes, you're talking about Mia. Maybe. But my thing is, don't throw somebody else's addiction on the show and not talk about your own. Because who was that big body girl? And that's not shaming. I'm big body. Before Ashley stand trip, I ain't shaming. She had the strong shoulders, and she talked like this. She was on a Real Housewives of Orange County. She was new this season.
Not strong shoulders, honey. That damn Nikki. I ain't never heard strong. Hey, I'm gonna use that. You got some strong ass shoulders. Goddamn football player ass shoulders. Okay.
Have her moment. She seems to be trying to force reads. Wendy's not the best reader. Y'all know I love Zen Win, but we gotta be honest about that. Last season. No, not last season. This season, the reads were a little rehearsed. I think to me, this reunion, she's doing better.
Yeah, she's doing good.
Said, I don't know. Wendy lost some of her high ground this episode by looking pressed the entire time. Bring the shade, but don't show that you're working hard. I hear you. Hey, Steph. Steph said, I had that super surprise face that Giselle makes when people come for her after she done tried them the whole season. I hate that face. Ciao. Alex said, the IRS will get you. Stop trying to think you can outsmart these government agents. Never. I'm telling you, when I start making bank, I'm having like 10 tax preparers. I'm not playing. The first one go over my things. I'm having the second, the third one go over it. And the 10th one is going over everybody's stuff.
She crazy.
Giselle has been a terrible friend to Karen. I hate that Karen didn't give it right back to her. Everyone lets Giselle off easily. It's aggravating. Yeah.
Yeah, they let Giselle off easy.
I agree. Hey, Dr. M. Dr. M said, what I hate about Giselle is that she's always wants to talk about other people's lives, but not her own.
Exactly. And they're very manipulative on Potomac. And, they're very hypocritical. I keep telling y'all that. Like, even for Robin to take up for Giselle and be like, well, Giselle is not emotional the way everybody want her to be. And people respond to things differently. But yet when Candiace cries or when Candiace cusses y'all the fuck out, she's so wrong. You don't have those same sentiments then, right?
She and Robin are only surviving on other people's storylines. Absolutely agree. And when people try to get into their business, oh no, you've gone too far. Leave me alone. No, let's talk about it. Let's talk about
That's right.
They could never survive a Kim Richards. Oh, they could never survive a Kim Richards. Hey, poor Shekula said they're black people who are 30 plus 40 still saying, if I said that, my mom would have knocked my teeth out. So people saying, your mama is the one you should be checking, not me. It can miss me with that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, they forget stuff when it comes to people they don't like.
That's right.
Child, you cussing your mother out. Even at your big age, sit down. Miss Brown Sugar said, Nikki, same. I understand that some people cry more easily, but tears doesn't mean you're right. Yeah. What's up, Red Lipstick?
Now, what does that mean? Are people saying that because Candiace cries, she's trying to be manipulative? I don't feel that way. I think that Candiace is like really sensitive like that. It's a double-edged sword in a way, because you have somebody that cries a lot, but then they got this action-packed mouth where they're quick-witted. They can insult you easily and just get you all the way together. Somebody that I feel that is manipulative with their tears is Kandi Burruss. That bitch, that's manipulation. Okay? I think that Kandi will cry herself a river, honey, okay? Just so people can take her side.
Miss, the ladies want to see Candiace curse her mom out on the show. I'm glad she didn't give them that satisfaction. Yeah, because Giselle, you didn't cuss out your daddy when he was talking about your ex-husband, the man she was currently with at the time, talking about how he's a no-good loser. He got 12 baby mamas all over the state. Mm-hmm. Why don't you cuss your daddy out on TV?
Mm-hmm.
But Candiace got to do it. Child, stop. Oh, you think so, Steph? I think they need to get their situation together. The marriage does not look
so healthy. The lady says, I promise you, Chris and Candiace will not be together in 2 years. How do we know that? I think that they both love each other. They're very passionate. Like I said, all Chris needs to work on is not dogging out his wife with the other women. Like, stop making it look like she's the only problem, because the more he does that, the more he perpetuates that narrative of Candiace is so bad and she's the problem of the show. And stop trying to defend Ashley and Michael. Fuck them. Be on your wife's side, because I could bet you one thing, Chris, Michael ain't gonna never take up for Candiace over Ashley, so you don't need to do that, okay?
Healthy on this show. It does not look healthy. And there's nothing wrong with that. Gola, there's nothing wrong with that. Cry all you want. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Hey, Shannon. Shannon said your in-laws watch you cuss their son on TV for seasons. They should already dislike you technically. Yeah. Shannon, that's a very good point. Because I'm like, Candiace, I get your mother, the things you said. I get, your in-laws being bothered by that. I think they're also bothered by the way you talk to their son. Y'all just have a very toxic, verbally toxic way of communicating. Hey, Jazzy. Jazzy said, let's not prophesy the downfall of people's relationships. You would want that for yourself. Amen. That's
true.
Amen.
Yeah. I like Candiace and Chris, though. I think that they have a very real relationship. They both seem comfortable with how they talk to each other. Is it the most appropriate all the time? No, but it's real. See, I would rather see something real than some fake ass shit that you done concocted and you trying to get us to believe. Okay, so I like Candiace and Chris. Y'all let me know, do you feel like Candiace and Chris, their relationship needs to improve on the show? Put it in the comments. And if it does need to improve, in what way?
Tiara's opinion, judge your mama. Yes. Said, baby, people act like they have these perfect relationships and fall before others. No shade, but everything that looks good isn't. Yeah, everybody has their problems.
Yeah.
Let me get some new people.
And at least Chris Bassett is at the damn reunion. Where's Juan at? Okay?
Super chat, IA said Ashley came for Robin's marriage in season 1. Did I get this already? Season 1, and she accused Monique of crashing her car and causing her miscarriage because she was drunk. Ashley is savage. I think I got that, but here you go again, my love. Thank you so much.
Yep, Ashley is a savage. But they allowed Ashley to get away with that.
It's been in my spirit.
And what they'll try to say is Ashley apologized though. That apology shit, that don't mean shit. But it's everything to them on Potomac. It's just everything. Oh, she apologized. Giselle and Karen always apologize and they go right back to doing whatever they was doing. They are so fake to me. And they think that they are so like, I don't know. They think they so cool and, you know, people really like them like that. I know I don't.
Lots of white people on Twitter who also like known racist posts always wants Candiace attacked. Always. And then black people like, yeah, me too. Me too. I want Candiace hung from a tree. Me too.
Wow.
Sister, did you hear what they said?
Right.
What is going on?
Right.
That's the only thing that trips me out.
Right.
Like, did you hear what they said? Did you read what they said? But you hate this woman that much? Weird. Said Nikki Star, Erica De Niro, Rodney the Voice, and This Rocks are the only ones not paid by Chris's extensive portfolio because they can't watch the same show. What happened? Are the only ones not... Chris be paying people?
Chris don't be paying people.
I wouldn't be shocked. Thank you so much, Alicia. Thank you. Erica De Niro, Rodney the Voice, and This Rocks are the only ones not... Me too, right? Aren't you going to throw me in there? I'm not paid by him either. Did you come on here and read me?
I don't feel red. Didn't Kenya? Somebody said that. I don't feel red. Who was that? Cynthia. I think Kenya said that before too, and I thought that was funny.
I wish people would stop saying they want light shade. They love Phaedra Reeds. They weren't light, and Candiace last year twirled into Monique's face and still got dragged. George, I still do want light. I think, like, I want light shade like the way Karen does shade. Like, if we can just stay there. And Karen shade is not Karen shade for Giselle, because baby, she hits below the belt. Gola said they all go low, but Candiace is the one nailed to the cross.
Yeah. She's a better reader than them.
I agree, Just Jonda said, what is happening on these shows is a direct result of bloodthirsty fans enjoying the envelope being pushed. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
As they love, like, this is their boxing match. They love watching this and saying all of this stuff that they would never do. I'm telling you, all the people who are saying that Monique should have beat Candiace up and all the Candiace needs to get beat up again. Yeah. You beating up your coworkers?
Right.
No,
you can't beat up your coworkers. You can't go around treating people any kind of way. Yeah, but she said this, and you gotta exercise self-control. Okay? You have to exercise self-control. I had a man, right, tell me one time. He said, yeah, your mouth is going to get you in trouble. And, you know, somebody will put their hands on you if you don't watch your mouth. I said, if anybody touch me, they getting fucked up by whatever I'm using at the time. I could be in the goddamn car. I will take that goddamn car and do what I need to do. Okay, don't you ever put your hands on Miss Robinson. There will be consequences and repercussions. Okay? Like, if you can't handle my mouth, then you need to shut the fuck up. Okay? But all this, I need to fight you, and I don't do all that fighting and shit. If I fight, you gonna be in a motherfucking hospital. I'm gonna tell y'all something that happened to me. And this is in my past. I wasn't even trying to, this is an old friend of mine. I wasn't even trying to whoop her ass, but the bitch had to have surgery twice on her fingers. Okay? I broke her motherfucking finger, and we was just playing. So imagine what a bitch could do if she was really trying to stick it to a bitch, if you know what I mean, jelly bean. Okay, so yeah, that bitch had multiple surgeries and shit. Child, you don't mess with Miss Robinson, honey. Miss Robinson, honey, she don't play, honey, okay? Shit, I'm a lover, not a fighter, but I will fuck you up if you try me.
Beating up your supervisor.
That's right.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Ronetta, you beating up your coworker at the DMV? Stop lying. Gregory, you beating up your coworker in the stock room?
She is so funny, y'all. I love her.
Lying.
I love her.
Shelby.
Shelby.
It's always Shelly. You cussing out all your coworkers in the boardroom?
Mm-hmm.
No, you're not, Shelly. You're not doing it. You're not Latoya. You fighting them teachers in the break room.
That's right.
No, you're not. You're going to sit there, get your coffee, sit in your corner in the break room, and dream about running them heifers over in the parking lot.
Yep, that's what you got to do.
When the bell rings for you to get back to that 5th grade English class, you know what you're going to do? You're going to get back to that 5th grade English class, and you're not going to punch the principal, Miss Kennedy, in the throat like you daydream about. Stop lying, guys. Stop lying. Stop it. Hey, PC, thank you so much. You on that page talking reckless about everybody and their mama. And as soon as somebody say something to you, you're blocking. Oh, no, you're taking it the wrong way. No, you put up that brown paper bag test poll and said you agreed. That's why you were getting cussed out. You never said, oh, guys, I did a poll and this was the results. Let's talk about colorism or something like that. You said, oh, by the way, guys, I agree. Yeah. So you got dragged because you agree.
Who's she talking about? Ashley?
Carmen said, yeah, it's okay for them to see us as violent, which is why they want Monique back. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Nobody ever says that they want Monique back for any other reason. They don't mention her beauty. Don't mention the fact that she was actually a wealthy housewife on that show.
Yeah.
Doesn't mention the fact that she was somebody who can actually hold her own until that last season.
Yeah.
Nothing. Like, no good qualities are mentioned about why they want her back. It's always for her to physically harm Candiace.
Yep.
Really?
And that says so much.
But y'all the same ones who wanted Danielle kicked off the show because she pulled Margaret's weave ponytail off of her head. Y'all the same ones who was writing Andy and tweeting him, kick Margaret off. Why don't you want Danielle to come back to beat Margaret up? Why don't y'all want that? Margaret got a slick mouth. Mm-hmm. Margaret has done some things. Margaret has done a lot of lying. Look, Margaret was the one that told Teresa that lie.
I don't even know who she talking about.
About Jackie.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't want Danielle to come back on the show. Just Jonathan, thank you so much for the super chat. Just Jonathan said Potomac has always been light. Charisse was the only one on the show because she brought Bravo the cast. She chose all of her light friends. Now she's gone. Well. Yasmin said, I'm rooting for everybody black. I will call anyone out. But when white people start getting a little too spicy, now I gotta let you have it, right? You gotta change direction. Like, hold on, wait a minute. JG said, the sad part is that people want Monique back, don't care about anything she has going on. Yeah, they only want her back to be violent. If you ask them what the topic on her last podcast was, they can't tell you. Speak on it. Speak on it. Speak on it.
Look at that. Speak on it, honey. Tell the truth. Shame the devil.
Cries too much and she could lend some tears to Giselle. Yes.
Yeah, she need to give Giselle something.
I remember DC. Andy said he canceled it because it was too political. I kind of agree, but I said it is very clear that Gizzard has no problem with Mia. Oh my God, forgive me for missing that. No problem with Mia putting her hands on Candiace because she is the right shape. Absolutely. When Giselle said that, that shocked me even for Giselle.
Yep.
That shocked me even for Giselle. If Mia would have bopped you, I would have been like,
Oh, well, yeah. I don't even care.
That's shocking.
When she said that, she revealed her true intentions from last season. It said to me that she had a lack of integrity, a lack of character. It just let me know we're looking at a big ass hypocrite. Because all that black woman shit. See, that's why I told y'all. Even though I wasn't on Monique's side last year, that's why I dragged Giselle's ass. I dragged all of their ass, for how they was kind of coming at Monique. Because, especially Giselle, though. Because Giselle was, I'm raising black daughters. And so the fuck what? You don't know what the fuck they go do when they get older. You got the previews, bitch. Okay, you got the goddamn ending credits. Okay, how do you know what they gonna do? Don't nobody know what they child gonna do. We would hope, okay, that we are raising upstanding citizens, but shit, you don't know what these motherfuckers gonna do when they get grown. Okay, you don't know.
Not to me, Giselle. I didn't think you could go that low. I didn't think
it was a revealing moment. It was Nikki. Look at me talking to her like she here. How you doing, girl? But girl, it was a revealing moment on the show. Okay, these people be having some revealing moments where I be like, "Wow, I see you." As soon as I saw Giselle say that, I can't say my opinion changed. It had been changed. But when she said that, she solidified how I felt about her from then on. I was like, oh, you're disgusting. And you're malicious. But if somebody bop your motherfucking ass, okay, if somebody bop Giselle, I ain't got no problem with it. Because maybe they can hit your ass and you can get some type of emotion out of it, girl. Okay, let Candiace let you borrow some tears, honey, okay? Shit.
If you think of yourself, I did not think you could go that low.
Yeah, she could.
You said that if Mia would have hit her.
Uh-huh.
This whole, say it with your chest.
Because that ain't that shit she was saying when Monique was at that reunion. It was, Monique is a horrible person. And I think that that's every bit of who and what you are. And, you was going all in on Monique because you don't like Monique. You jealous of Monique. Okay? And you ain't going to admit to it. We got it.
This being like, well, I would have understood. It would have been justified because of your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
You don't say stuff like that. That's mean.
Really?
That hurt my feelings, honestly.
So what about Monique and Robin?
Right.
Remember when Monique put her umbrella up to Robin's neck?
Mm-hmm. That would have been a good ass fight, too.
Face,
yeah.
Threatening her ass, telling her what you gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna do with that umbrella? Monique put it up to protect herself.
Yeah.
Now, if Monique would have took that umbrella.
Yeah.
And cracked Robin's skull open, then what?
Right.
What would you have done? And then remember last season when you were bringing security around because you were so afraid of Monique because of what she did to Candiace?
Yeah.
How did you change so quickly?
That's how I knew it was full of
it's
crap.
Because you never liked Candiace. You never cared for Candiace, but you hated Monique more.
That's right.
So you used Candiace as a means to get her off the show.
Mm-hmm.
And Monique figured it out at the reunion.
Yeah.
A little too late. That was real ugly.
Yes, yes.
Real ugly. Potomac was built on colorism. True. If you go back to, guys, that's what the show was about in the beginning. One of the main storylines in season 1 was Katie and Ashley's mixed race heritage and the two KKK Karens' reaction towards it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, you guys, I'm going to play a little bit of Chris's live that he did. Funky Dineva, honey, says that Candiace Dillard, honey, has ruined Real Housewives of Potomac. We know that he said that bullshiggity because he friends with Monique and he be on that YouTube channel, okay? Let's check out what Chris Bassett has to say.
Low Lab 95, I didn't know that Funky Dineva said Candiace ruined the show, but if that's what he said, he's a hypocrite. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I haven't seen any videos from him lately. I don't know. He's busy doing his Fox Soul thing or whatever.
Somebody says Candiace is the show right now. Without her, half of them wouldn't have a storyline. I concur. I agree.
It is, but if that's the way, if that's where he's going now. But look, here's the thing. I said earlier, all these bloggers and YouTubers and everything. What up, Hank? they all know if they talk about Candiace, they're going to get the likes, the clicks, and the views.
Yep.
And they're going to get their YouTube checks. They're going to get their social media checks. They're going to get paid off her name. And they say she ruined the show when she's off of it.
Right.
But when she's not there and then the ratings... I mean, everybody thought that when Monique left, the ratings were going to tank, right? This season of Potomac has had the highest ratings.
Wow.
Of any Potomac season.
Wow. Wow.
But look, maybe she does go. And then what y'all left with? Who are they going to fight with?
Exactly.
Who are they going to talk about?
Mm-hmm.
Who are they going to go after?
Mm-hmm.
YouTube checks start going down because the viewers aren't there, whatever. That's not my problem. Guess who's still gonna be
okay? You. I love Chris.
Funky can bring me on anytime he wants to. He got my number. We text often.
Man, fuck Funky Dineva. I like Funky Dineva, you guys, within reason. I think he thinks he's a lot bigger than what he is. Like, child, nobody paying attention to what you think, honey. Not me, okay? Because he's the same one that had this mentality that, yeah, you know, you keep talking that shit. Him and Forrest Rocks. And y'all know I adore Forrest Rocks. But she's so wrong when she says, but you keep talking that shit. You know, somebody go beat your ass. And that's just how it is. And no, it's wrong. I agree that Candiace should not escalate the situation by telling people to drag her. But that don't give them the right to do it. These housewife shows are about fighting with your words. And if your ass don't know how to do that, you need to go to read school. Okay, y'all remember when Nene Leakes and Phaedra got Kim Fields together so she can get Kenya together? You got to go to read school. You got to be quick. That's the name of the game. It ain't about fighting. With fighting, you go to jail, you're away from your kids, all that shit Monique was crying about. My kids, I could have been taken away from them and because of what she did, and she tried to press charges. Baby. You put your hands on me. When you put your motherfucking hands on me, I don't fight, I was going to say I don't fight with my hands, I fight with your wallet. But I fight with both. You put your hands on me, you go feel where the fuck I'm coming from. And I'm going to get you together with this here mouth. My mouth is slick and it's quick. My mother even said one time, God damn it, you didn't hurt my feelings. He said, Brandy, where you get that mouth from? My mother's friends, okay? They call my mama sister. They be like, sister, what you gonna do with her? Y'all know how they call that lady sister from, what's that movie? What is that movie? I was gonna say Dream Girls, but no, the movie with Whitney Houston and them. Sparkle. And that was actually supposed to be Shammy's name. I was gonna name her Sparkle after that movie. But yeah, you know how the lady's name is sister in there. They used to always say that. What you gonna do with this daughter of yours? Her mouth and just, child. Miss Robinson never played them games. Okay, I don't play that shit.
He's got my number. He can contact me whenever he wants to. He got something he want to say. He got something he want to talk about.
Somebody said Funky is scum.
I'm here. It's cool. He had no problem.
You ain't got to explain shit to Funky Dineva. That's the problem with some of these YouTubers. They think that they so much bigger than what they are. Shit, I would pay their ass dust. Like, child, your opinion ain't even all that important. Okay?
Shout out to Candiace and talking to her too. He can certainly do that, but
Candiace don't need to talk to him because he already on Monique's side, you know? So he done already took a side. Let his ass stay over there. I would never try to talk to somebody after they done said several times, oh, I deserve to get my ass beat, and we're done. That's y'all problem. Y'all gotta stop trying to be cool with these people. Fuck them, okay? 2 tears in a bucket. Fuck it. Okay, but that is all, honey, Miss Robinson got to say about this long video, honey, okay? Y'all get down in my comments. Let me know what you thought about this here video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out in the next video.